The following program is intended for mature audiences.
A democratic republic of sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Greene.
And welcome into the Sportsocracy. I'm Tank Spencer. Jeremy Greene's alongside in a Friday morning here in the Wicked Weed studio, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different. Jeremy Greene, Thursday Night Football last night. Hey, you got it right. You got the Kansas City Chiefs beating the Los Angeles Chargers. And, of course, we got big games coming up this weekend. We got bowl season starting, and it's a free-for-all Friday. So, again, whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about. And
yeah, we kind of missed Threadbare because, we started talking about all kinds of shit. So we figured we'd just rename it some other shit and do it on a Friday.
Yeah, there you go. The Friday free-for-all here in the Sportsocracy. Thanks, everybody, for joining into the studio. Hey, I got a new mug. Join the House of Reprehensibles. Get your mug. I got a red one now. I feel important.
You did.
I feel important. I'm in the red mug group now. Every month it changes. So
not every month, but not every milestone months.
Oh, the milestone months. So like you get a new one at 1 month, you get another new one at what, 3 months or something?
I think it's 1, 3, 6, 12, and 24.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
You'd think I'd know that because I set it up.
Join the House of Reprehensibles. Hit that subscribe button first. You have to do that. You have to hit subscribe before you can join the House of Reprehensibles. And then, of course, you can share it out with all your friends. Invite them to be a part of the party as well. Last night, Thursday Night Football, the Chargers. Look, it's the giving season. And Brandon Staley, he's like fucking Santa Claus. And he says, hey, Chiefs, here, you have this game.
And here's the thing. He was right.
No, he wasn't.
He was 100% right.
He was not right.
You're not going to beat a team like that when you're that bad defensively by kicking field goals. You're not. Analytically, he was right every single time. Just because it didn't, and you got to know, sometimes that's not going to work out in your favor.
Yeah, it happened to him 3 times last night.
And that's all well and good. It wouldn't have changed a damn thing about this game. Because, secret time, they couldn't stop Kansas City. Did they outplay them? Yeah. You also gave up 410 yards passing.
I get it. So regardless of leaving 9 points on the board in a tie ball game, it doesn't matter. But you don't know
that you left 9 points on the board. You don't know that your kicker's making those. The Chargers have had kicking issues for as long as I've been alive.
2 of them were inside the 20. I feel pretty damn good about that one. The other one would have been like 45 yards. I feel pretty safe taking those points.
And
I get it. It's not an automatic. Nothing's an automatic. Look how many people miss extra points these days. I understand that. But hell, those 2 of them would have been shorter than extra points. At some point, you have to take the points.
But you don't.
I mean,
you don't though.
But see, this is what kills me is like, how can you say that when you know the way the game ended up? It was a 20-all tie or whatever it was at the end of at the end of regulation, or 27-all. Okay,
it's 28-all.
I clearly just left points on the board. How would you say that the game could be different?
Because it's not a transitive property thing. It's not a, hey, if you had done this, because they would have done things differently as well. Kansas City probably goes for it more. And at the end of the day, you still wound up in overtime. That had absolutely nothing to do with it. You want to know how you win that game? Fucking stop them. Don't let Travis Kelce bounce around like a pinball and wind up in the end zone.
I mean, yeah, that's obviously. But there's a second side of that coin, too, right? How do you win ball games? Score more points than they do.
Yeah.
You had 3 empty possessions.
He's right.
He's not
He's
right.
The analytics say he's right. Facts don't care about your feelings. Sorry about your luck. That he did exactly what he was supposed to do.
And this is why, to me, sometimes analytics are bullshit.
No, they're not. That's kind of like saying statistics are bullshit. No, they're black and white.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, you make that argument all the time. I don't give a shit about the stats. This guy sucks.
Yeah, but I don't discredit the stats and go, well, they don't mean what they say they mean. They 100% mean what they say they mean. They just be misleading. Can analytics be a little misleading? Sometimes.
Yeah.
Maybe. Armchair said field position would have been different. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, you'd be starting closer to your own end zone than you started anyway. In the drives after the Chargers went for it on 4th down.
Mm-hmm.
They did score a touchdown on a 95-yard drive.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't have dick to do with him going for it. That's to do with the fact you can't stop them. At the end of the day, the reason they lost this game was the defense. That's it. I don't care if he went for it. I don't care if he kicked field goal. I don't care what he did. You lost because you could not stop them. I've heard this narrative all night long, and I cannot for the life of me wrap my brain around. You're really not getting that the reason you could not beat them is because you could not stop them. And I'll be honest with you, if they'd gotten the ball first, he'd probably gone for it on 4th down a 4th time.
Yeah.
Now, if he hadn't converted that, no, we would have something to talk about.
So that would have been a bridge too far. 3 times, that's fine. 4 times, that's way too many.
It's not how many times he went for it. It's analytically in overtime, and Cincinnati got killed for this last week. Why'd you kick the field goal? Because analytically you're supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
It would be completely flying in the face of everything you have done and everything you have said to have not done that.
Right.
But, yeah, I have no problem with it. You know what? Because I'll be honest with you, I ran the numbers. If they had kicked field goals, it's more likely they lost in regulation than they would have just won. You cannot trade points with the Kansas City Chiefs. You can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have we watched games where teams settle for field goals and you go, well, that's going to come back to bite you in the ass? And then it just doesn't work because you lose in overtime. And, oh, the analytics are stupid. Brandon Staley's in over his ski. So stupid.
I didn't say any of that.
No, I wasn't talking about
okay,
you
I was
there.
going to say, I didn't say any of that. I like Brandon Staley, and I like having the brass balls of a Buddha statue. But at some point, you got to go, I need to take the points.
Well, if you had a defense that could stop a nosebleed, then maybe we could talk about it. But you don't.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's not even really a debate. I mean, how many teams in the NFL give up more yardage than the Los Angeles Chargers? It's more than you would think.
It's probably 7.
9.
9.
You know what most of those teams have in common?
They suck.
Most of them suck.
Right.
And one of them's the team you were playing last night.
Right.
That's when you're an offensive-built team, you're going to have to go for it. Because here's the thing. All you had to do was be right one time, and it was completely the right call.
Mm-hmm.
You score one touchdown there, and I don't give a fuck how many field goals you kick. I was right.
Problem is he wasn't, though. They didn't convert on any of them, and you left points on the board.
And that's revisionist history. I mean, that's
all you have.
Right just because the right thing doesn't end well doesn't make it the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
He was completely right, and I will say that until I am blue in the face.
Yeah. Armchair says tutties win games, not field goals.
Wait, let me move the bell into the right place. 100% right.
Go ask Justin Tucker about that.
The LA Chargers do not have Justin Tucker.
Oh, I know they don't have Justin Tucker.
Hopkins.
But to say that field goals don't matter, of course they matter. They're points.
Yeah, you have a very Bruce Coslett, Rich Kotite, Herman Edwards way of thinking about things. You know what all those teams have in common? They had a defense. Well, yeah, they sucked. They had a defense that might stop you every once in a while.
Right.
Chargers don't.
Right.
They don't. When you're that unreliable defensively, yes, you're going to keep going for it. Just the way it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rob Johnson says in the comments that Travis Kelce won me leagues and burned me in another. Yeah, well, if you had him last night, you're very, very happy after that 10-catch, 190-plus yard performance, 2 touchdowns. Said he felt like he was 22 again out there just having fun.
Wait, we got a new name in the comments. April. We're like an AA meeting for sports.
Welcome in, April.
Welcome, April. It's always nice to see a lady.
I know. We like it when we can appeal to everyone.
9% of our viewership is ladies, and that it's sadly enough that's higher than a lot of sports channels. Trust me, I see a lot of the analytics. Oh yeah, but she said I'm glad I dropped Kansas City 3 minutes before game time and picked up the Eagles. I played against Kansas City's defense in a league last night. And I'm very happy about that. They scored as many points as I did.
Good for you.
So,
yeah,
and I was asleep for the vast majority of this game.
Right.
So there's that.
I mean, I told you weeks ago, what was that, 3 weeks ago? I picked up the Eagles in every league I had just because of the juicy matchups that they had coming at the end of the season. I did have to deal with that bye week in the middle, but it's fine.
The Eagles' defense is a sharp pickup.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's one of the nicest fantasy
especially
defense
this
you
week,
can have through the playoffs.
Especially this week, since you don't know what the Washington football team is going to be able to throw out there.
I mean, it's not quite as good as the Raiders for this week because the Raiders or the Cleveland Browns may end up playing me. I got my phone on standby just waiting on that call. Hey, could you catch some passes for us?
Speaking of useless additions to your team, did you see who rose his hand and said, "Hey, I can play for you this week"?
Was it Chad Ochocinco?
No, it was not Chad Ochocinco.
Was it Terrell Owens?
No. Baker Mayfield. He's on the COVID list. They got Case Keenum on the COVID list. They had to go out and sign Nick Mullins to have somebody to throw out there. There's a guy who's very familiar with the Cleveland Browns organization who says he wants to play. He thinks he could get the job done with this offense.
Is it Bernie Kosar?
No, it's better. It's Tim freaking Couch. Tim Couch says, I can come back. I can hand the ball to Nick Chubb. That's all I need to do, right?
Oh, please do that. Please, God, do that. I haven't wanted many things in this life more than I wanted that.
He says, I'm ready. Let's do this. I can hand off to Chubb and throw screens all game. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, here's the thing.
Hey, this was their last playoff quarterback, so don't.
No, he wasn't.
Wasn't he?
They made the playoffs last year. Baker Mayfield was their last playoff quarterback.
Before the
that.
one,
Yeah.
Before this one.
Yeah, with Butch Davis.
Yeah. So why not? Let's get old Tim Couch out there playing for the Cleveland Browns. Of course, we're going to pick every game in the NFL this afternoon on the ESPN Asheville Show, the Sportsocracy PM, right here on YouTube and on the iHeartRadio app, everywhere at 3 o'clock. We'll play Beat the Chief, pick all the games. Jeremy will try to. He's losing ground every week in this race to the finish.
You got me by 2 games, and we're not counting the Thursday game that I have to pick every week. Because if we did, I'm beating you.
Oh, no. No.
I'm 4 games over 500. I'm 2 games behind you in the loss column.
Mm-hmm.
Do the math there, analytics boy.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, that's a lie. I wouldn't be beating you. We'd be tied. I would be percentage points ahead of you.
See, analytics, bullshit. Doesn't
yeah, because they don't fit your narrative.
I have clearly dominated you all season, and you. This is going to be one of those days I'm going to see if I can make his head explode.
Well, you probably can, because I slept about 14 hours last night, so I was in a real good mood. So, all right, I got to say this. This is totally not sports-related, but I have to ask this. All right, so today is the last day before all of iHeart except us goes on Christmas vacation. So we're the last ones. I stop every morning to get a bang because caffeine and anger is what fuels this car. So
that's on Lexington Avenue, right?
To get your morning bang. No. Oh, to get your morning bang. But hold on. I got a button for that. I got Huey Lewis over here cutting
Huey Lewis
on me.
Huey Lewis.
Yeah, because here's the thing: it would have been Don Rickles or somebody if it'd been funny, but it wasn't. So I get here completely non-caffeinated, and as I have already said, this car runs on nothing but anger and caffeine and fueled hatred.
Yep.
I get here, I take the coffee pot, and I literally turn it upside down and put it in my cup. It didn't even fill the bottom. If you drink all the coffee, make some more damn coffee. You want to know how you have a 275-pound, 6'5" individual just lose his shit? Let him get here and have to wait on the slowest coffee pot in the history of creation.
He's a little angry this morning.
I am.
Rex Buttrick says he's a Chargers fan, and he agrees with you 100%.
T-Daw. Rex Buttrick, one of our great members of the House of Reprehensibles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I got to have...
I'm your huckleberry.
And another one for Armchair.
There you go.
See, we rearranged the studio after the morning show. So if you watched the afternoon show yesterday, that's why it was a little disjointed, because we switched camera lenses. So we were trying to figure out See, now Tank's head is the same size as mine.
Yes.
Which
it's kind of frightening, but
well, no, it's exactly what we wanted because it used to be that you had this little bitty head and you were way off in the distance, and I was gigantor.
Right.
As the person that runs all of the things, it's much easier this way.
Mm-hmm. April, we are located in Asheville, North Carolina. That's where we are based out of, but of course, we love all areas and all sports. And we try to cover everything that's pertinent in your everyday life.
Every day.
Share it out with your friends as well.
And TikTok and Instagram and all the shit.
Right.
Now that I've got a little war room over here, if you've ever been in this studio, my little workspace now makes sense. I kind of feel like I actually kind of feel like I'm trying to take over the world. I got 3 different computer screens. I can make all this shit happen. And I got a swivel chair. All I need is a big, fluffy cat to pet while I'm talking about hijacking the government.
I don't want you fluffing your cat while we're trying to do the show, okay? But you keep that to yourself. You do that in the privacy of your own home.
Oh, speaking of that.
There's no cat fluffing around here.
I'm really glad you said that because I have a study that I want to talk about this morning because we can't talk about it on the afternoon show.
Oh, my God.
And I think I need some people to explain to me why people are so fucking weird. So Pornhub put out its official most searched terms. So you people are weird. 3 of the top 6 are cartoons.
Why? Why are y'all watching cartoons?
Why? Why do you do that?
I mean, I understand there's a place for cartoons. They're called Disney movies. And those of you who want to see the Disney movies fact themselves, it's not you need help. Please. Good Lord. He said he told me the number 1 search term was hentai, and I went, what the fuck is that? Like those like semi-permanent tattoos that girls get?
Patrick Holt said he's driving his daughter to school for her last midterm.
Oh, God.
She's looking at me with weird eyes listening to this. I'm going to be honest with you.
We play the mature audiences thing for a reason at the beginning of every show. So
because it's
all bases covered here.
It's look, Jonathan Welton said less porn, more sports. Here's the thing, okay? I can't talk about this on the afternoon show. M85, I see you. And you know what?
I'm your huckleberry.
You get one of those because you're exactly right.
I'm giving Adam Black points. Jessica Rabbit. Jessica Rabbit's the only excuse for that.
HWA dressed up as Jessica Rabbit for Halloween a few years ago.
Yeah. Rub it in.
Rub it in. It was very nice. Like you. April had a real question. Lockett's out. Devontae Parker, Michael Pittman, Van Jefferson, AJ Greene. Without looking at the matchups, I would say Michael Pittman by a lot.
That's very true. I mean, if New England's Indianapolis, if Indianapolis is going to have success against New England, though, you got to go over the middle of the field. They are good at stuff in the run.
He's so much bigger than J.C. Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
J.C. Jackson's one of those guys.
I'd be on that.
I think I'm on Michael Pittman. It's not Van Jefferson. Well, it might be. God, they are going to drag the Seahawks.
I don't think it's Van Jefferson.
Good Lord, how is that line only 4?
Because the Rams are killed with COVID.
I don't care.
Okay.
Are they still wearing the same uniforms? Then they're the better team.
I agree with you. But
Good
still,
Lord.
They are going to be missing some pieces. I'm trying to, let me see here.
Patrick Holt, you were just my favoriteest person.
Oh gosh, what did he say?
You'll see.
Okay. No, it's not. No, it's not in the
I still maintain I'm so glad you didn't do that to me on ESPN because I would have had a lot of explaining to do. Yeah, I think for me the answer to that would be Michael Pittman. It can't be Devontae Parker because he's lost his role in that offense to Jalen Waddle.
Right.
There are 2 teams in the NFL that they could be playing, and I got news for you: the Jets ain't one of them.
Yeah.
Got it. God, I wish you had Jalen Waddle. That'd be the right answer. Jalen Waddle, number 1 play on DraftKings.
I thought he's in the COVID protocol.
Oh, God. You know what? Okay.
He's not going to play. You can't have him.
Okay, now that changes it.
Right.
But with that.
I mean, maybe he can come back. They did go through and redo the protocols yesterday to say that they were going to change some things up to try to get vaccinated players who are asymptomatic back on the field immediately. So maybe that will get them. But we don't know. We don't know. I mean, this is what everybody was screaming about, like, oh, we need a registry so we know who's vaccinated and who's not vaccinated. Because some of these guys are... Yeah, like I had to ask him this morning, like, did Mike White die of the coronavirus? Because he's been on the COVID list since November 23rd.
Quite possibly.
Like,
I mean, here's the legend of Mike White died with COVID.
You just don't know. You don't know who's vaccinated, who's not vaccinated, all of that. So
yeah,
Waddle might be able to come back, but I don't know that.
We're credentialed media members. Can we just get a full list every day of who's in it and who's not?
Yeah.
Because this is the second time I've done that, and it's really infuriating. Because I'm not going to lie to you, I see blankety blanks out with COVID, and I go, I'm so tired of that word.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been more tired of a word in my entire life than I am of COVID-19.
Yeah. We all have the fatigue.
Knowing that,
but it still exists.
Let me revise my answer then. April said Michael Pittman has screwed me so many times. Trust me, Michael Pittman's probably my favorite player in the NFL.
I mean, that's a little bit of a stretch.
Not by much.
Really?
Oh, my God, I love Michael Pittman. I was so right about him.
You were?
Oh, I was so right about him. Knowing now what I didn't know 3 minutes ago. You know, I'm going to level with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably go A.J. Greene. They have no receivers. It's A.J. Greene and Christian Kirk.
Yeah, that's true. DeAndre Hopkins is out for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
I saw an article this morning talking about, hey, if this was ever the time that Larry wanted to have his walk-off moment, Larry Fitzgerald could come back and join the team because he's not officially retired.
It's adorable that you haven't heard that until this morning. I've heard that on 4 national radio shows in the last 24 hours.
Why? I just don't understand.
That's the way it is.
I just don't understand it.
Adam Black said we need the Brian Haynes COVID vax update. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I actually just saw him Saturday.
He had COVID.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He had it, and he said it sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Poor April. I think I answered her question with, I believe, every potential answer that she had. My final answer, if we were playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I would play A.J. Greene.
Okay. I'm going with Michael Pittman on that one still, but
J.C. Jackson's just really crafty.
I mean, I understand.
I know he's way smaller.
Still feel like he has the
Larry Fitzgerald has even hinted at coming back.
Has he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I won't be shocked if Larry Fitzgerald's on that roster. I really won't.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm fine with that. I love Larry Fitzgerald too.
I mean, I'm not saying is he in game shape? Has he been doing anything? Is it going to be worth it? If he comes back, is he going to look anything like a shell of his former self? Chuck
G asked a legitimate question that we need to tackle. And, And I have to answer this with, I have not seen the new Spider-Man. I did not go last night to watch it. We're going to, HWA and I are going to watch it over the weekend.
Okay.
He asked Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, or Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, not close.
Yep. Tom Holland's my favorite. It's not recency bias. I was never a big fan of James Garfield or whatever the hell his name is.
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. James Garfield, that was a president, wasn't it?
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah. Andrew Garfield was never a fan. Tobey Maguire. At the time, it made sense. It was like, oh, here's this little dorky guy who turns into Spider-Man and all of that. You know what really killed it for me? The Tobey Maguire era? It was the third one.
It was Kirsten Dunst. That's what killed Tobey Maguire for me.
Kirsten, isn't it?
Don't know.
Don't know. Don't care. You don't like her?
From now on, I'm just calling all of Kirsten. We're going full Kirsten. I don't know if it's Kirsten. I don't know. Christine.
I thought she was.
Spell it phonetically.
Yeah. No, it was the third. It was the third Spider-Man with Topher Grace and where they did the Venom thing, but he wasn't as cool as Tom Hardy's Venom.
Nobody's as cool as Tom Hardy.
No. Have you seen that one yet? Has that come out? The Carnage?
Venom? I haven't seen it yet. I missed it in theaters because I'm bad at going in public.
I feel like that came out a while ago and we just missed it.
100% it did.
Yeah.
It's already available on digital.
Is it available at Blockbuster yet? Can we? Can we go to that one Blockbuster in Bend, Oregon, and go get it?
I watched a documentary about that made me feel really bad for people that owned video stores.
Anyway, yeah, Tom Holland. Not even close.
And I would say it's Tom Holland by quite a distance.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin Vick said he was going to ask me for some fantasy advice, but then remembered he plays me in the first round.
Yeah.
I made the playoffs in way less leagues than I usually do.
It is what it is. Sometimes you have a down year.
Somebody in the comments asked, are you taking Jets plus 10?
I wanted to, but I didn't.
You just don't learn, do you?
No.
Like, you are bad at this Jets thing.
I am. Like, I want to get it right. I want to pick the spicy underdog of the week, and that's just, I considered it. I did. Who are they playing?
The Miami Dolphins.
The Miami Dolphins, yeah. With no Jalen Waddle, that was a close call for me.
And the Jets have no Corey Davis and no Elijah Moore.
Mm-hmm.
I think their third receiver might be me.
When I went through the steps, I went, yeah, that's dumb. Don't do that again. Let's just turn it into Jets plus 22.5.
Jets plus 5.5 last week. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah, I did.
How'd that work out for you?
And then the thought also ran through my mind, hey, remember when I did Jets plus 7 against the Patriots? Do you remember what happened the next week? They came out, and I think that was the Titans game. Wasn't it? Or it was something. No. They covered the next week or something, and I went, damn it, I was a week off.
No, the first Patriots game was 25-6. Then they lost 26-0 to the Broncos, and then they beat the Titans. Which still sounds really funny to say out loud.
Right. What was the game after the Jets plus 7 game?
Oh, that was Bengals. That's where they beat the Bengals.
They beat the Bengals. Mm-hmm. That was that was it. I went, maybe it's that. Maybe that's happening again. Maybe I took them last week when I should have took them this week. But no, I'm not doing your Jets thing anymore.
No, you shouldn't.
I know. God.
Betting on the Jets to win an NFL football game is like betting on me to stop drinking.
Not winning. No one expects them to win.
Betting on
just play good to cover.
Okay, let me rephrase what I just said. Betting on the Jets to cover is a lot like betting on me to quit drinking. I mean, it might work for a little while, but in the end, you're still going to lose.
Yeah. Oh, that's awful. Adam Black says last week was the first week of his playoffs. That's stupid. Any fantasy football league should not have playoffs during bye weeks.
And you should not have it during the last week.
Oh, during week 18? Yeah. Or week 19? What? No, 18. Week 18. Week 18.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that either. You also shouldn't have kickers, and frankly, I could be convinced that you shouldn't have defenses. I'm in a couple leagues that don't have those. And yes, Waller is still out.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Chuck G asked if I could magically guarantee you win your next 10 bets, but you have to watch Nightmare Before Christmas in its entirety, would I do it?
Good. And we found a price.
And I would literally 10x my money.
Yeah.
Because every time I would go all in, I would be mortgaging my shoes.
That's okay. All right. That's a good one. Waller, done for at least another week. I thought that said done for the year. I was like, I didn't hear that.
Now, I will say this, the line movement on Raiders-Browns is insane to me. They still have Nick Chubb. You do realize that, right?
Oh, yeah. I understand that.
I won't know until this afternoon. That's the only game left that I haven't picked yet. Jonathan Walton said he's betting his house on the Raiders. Do that at your own risk. Because just realize this line has moved like 9.5 full points.
Yeah. I don't know about betting your house.
The Browns don't have a player on this team that's worth that much. There is no combination of players that are worth that much.
Are you sure? Because I feel like...
How many players in the NFL that are not quarterbacks are worth more than half a point? We've been over this.
I know. But when your entire team is decimated by, or as you like to say, DNP COVID.
DNP all trying not to die.
Right. You got no quarterback. Jedrick Wills is on the list, Jarvis Landry, Austin Hooper. You got a lot of dudes that are on that list. And if they're not able to play, you're talking about the Browns' backups. Surely you'd believe in the Raiders a little bit more than that.
It's a weather game.
Oh, is it?
The weather matters way more to me than who's playing.
Okay. So it's going to be what?
Cold and raining and gross.
Okay.
This is going to be one of those games you watch on television and go, I don't want to do this anymore.
So let's walk through this. If there's no Darren Waller, they're going to focus on the ground game.
Oh, Nick Chubb will have 25
Mm-hmm.
carries in this game, at least.
Other side for the Raiders, you got to hand the ball to Josh Jacobs, who can't hold on to the ball when it's not wet and gross and cold outside.
And you still have almost all of the front for Cleveland. I've almost completely talked myself into being on the other side of this.
Cleveland taking the points?
I'm almost completely on the other side.
Completely
I haven't gotten there yet,
side.
but I'm real damn close.
I haven't gotten there yet. I'm just thinking that
It's going to be hard to throw regardless.
well, I understand. But it definitely doesn't make me feel better that the Browns are going to be losing all of these pieces.
There's a day coming where I'm just going to unplug your mouse and I'm going to give you that rollerballing.
I
Because
can't
right
do
now
that
in
one.
my headset, it sounds like I'm going up a roller coaster. Just,
You can hear it clicking?
oh, yeah. Oh, God. Very loudly, as a matter of fact.
It's weird that I can't hear that.
It's because I have my lovely wife spoiled me and bought me very nice headphones.
And I'm right in front of it, and I can't
can hear
it.
you. I can hear what you're thinking through these things.
So that's why you always assume where I'm going to go with my next thoughts.
No, that's just because you're really predictable.
I'm not, though. You get that wrong more often than not.
Armchair ass Fryermouth. The Pat Fryermouth is in my lineup. Goddard, Ingram, and Njoku are available. Am I sticking with Fryermouth? Njoku's out.
Mm-hmm.
He may come back off the COVID list, but even then, it's going to be raining, gross. I'm good. So
Ingram's bullshit.
but he's not.
I think he is.
But he's not though. God, I think all three of those are really close.
I'm done believing in Ingram. And then Godert.
Dallas, go Deer Tate.
I'd stick with Fryermouth.
I think I would too. I would feel better about Goddard if Evan Ingram or if Gardner Minshew was playing.
Yeah.
But I don't believe he would.
But you're going to get a hurt.
Although they are splitting first team reps.
You're going to get a hurt Jalen Hurts on the field, which doesn't make me like anything pass catching for the Philadelphia Eagles. Although I do feel like they're going to win that game. So
Adam Black gave us an update on his league of the new commissioner, and we just missed it. Yeah, I've been there. I got to play a whole year with $1,000 worth of fab. That was fun. Michael Whiteside asked Devin Singletary, Devontae Parker, or Julio. It's not
Parker.
Julio.
It's Parker.
It's not Julio.
No, it's not Julio. Devin Singletary.
Could it be Devin Singletary? I'm going to say no.
Think so.
I think you're
Against
right.
the Panthers?
I think it's Devontae Parker.
Yeah. I would say it's Devontae Parker, especially without Waddle.
They are going to skull the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
M85
Scattered,
asked,
smothered, and covered.
Oh, yeah. M85 asked thoughts on Devontae Freeman this week. I really wish I had like a crystal ball that would tell me exactly how Lamar Jackson feels.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't currently know. I like him so much less with Latavius Murray in the fold. But yeah, I can't do it with Devontae. I can't do it with Devontae Freeman this week.
Yeah.
Against Green Bay, whoever plays quarterback's gonna have to throw.
What audio you got playing over there?
I have nothing. I've got 3 computers over
There's
here.
some audio coming from somewhere. Like you said, you could hear my mouse moving. I can hear people talking.
Yeah, I can too, but I don't know where it's coming from. Every computer I have is muted.
That's wild. It's not my phone.
I don't know where it's coming from, but I've been hearing that too.
Okay. All right. I just want to make sure that, you weren't having that selective hearing. Taylor Heineke, positive for the Super Sniffles. Washington had the perfect chance to be able to back their way into the playoffs, and they're going to lose this. They're going to lose their hold on this last playoff spot.
And it's all playing into Malik. It said it best. This COVID thing's about to blow up in numbers. Get used to it.
Yeah,
I agree. I feel like the NFL steering into but the protocols and all that. Let me ask a question. How many cases of this have we had in the NFL?
Recently? Or total? I have no idea.
Either.
I know there were like 72 in 2 days.
There were 112. I think it was 112. It was either 112 or 102 total up into this week. We were at 72 before Wednesday. You're going to have to figure out some way that this doesn't just discount every player in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know why this has taken people 2 fucking years to figure out. I'm never going to understand that. If I live to be 900 years old, I will never understand this. It is a viral infection. All right? It is a flu-like infection.
Yes.
I know a lot of people get real pissed off when you say that. It fucking is. All right? They're derivatives of each other. People are going to get this forever and for always. So if you don't find some way to deal with some of these people are going to get this, then we will never stop doing this. Ever. It's never going away. You can get used to that, or you can keep sticking your fingers in your ears. But this, we got to amp up the protocols. Why? Why do we have to do that? Because the question I was going to ask was, name me the player that has had a real tough time with this.
There was one.
Joel Embiid said, I thought I was going to die. But did you?
No.
But did you? I'll be honest with you. I had the flu one time. I thought I was going to die.
Yeah, I've been there as well. I spent 3 days in the hospital with pneumonia one time. It's not fun. You think you're going to die. You think you're going to suffocate.
Yeah.
I get it. And I'm not trying to compare that to the coronavirus or anything.
I am. You don't have to. I am trying to compare that because they're all birds of the same feather. Patrick Holt said, I thought they stopped testing vaxxed players. They did. They were testing them once a week. And now they've backed. That's what Baker Mayfield's so pissed off about.
Right. And that's
why are you testing? You told us this was going to go one way and it's gone another way. Mm-hmm. That's been people like me's problem the whole time. This has been some moving target based off what fear tactic you're currently underneath for.
But the league has put this forward that we have to keep this out of the building, right? Everybody's under the same impression nationwide. We have to limit the spread of this thing. It's like we've gone backwards. We've gone back to what we were, 2 years ago.
Yep.
Of we got to extend remember the 2 weeks to drive down the curve or whatever.
2 weeks to flatten the curve.
Yeah, that was
I remember that real fucking well.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
never gonna happen.
No, but that's where the mindset of the league is right now. So the argument from people on the other side of this has been, well, why weren't we testing them more? Because
they wouldn't agree to it. You made them get the vaccination. They did it, and that was the concession.
Mm-hmm. You only tested them once a week. Now they're bringing it into the facility. They could have had it for 4 or 5 days. They brought it into the facility. They exposed others to it as well. Then they get tested. That's why you're having these big numbers, because everybody's just been free-flowing. And as long as the league still has this as a priority, of course you have to test vaccinated players.
Evan Doyle, I could not have said this better. This is all endemic. It's not pandemic anymore. We're all just going to have to live with it and move on. Thank you. That's the best way that could possibly have been said.
It's too fresh. It's too fresh, and people are still scared.
You're 2 fucking years in. All right, at some point. And look, our small, wonderful following here that I love, I don't have the level of power to do this, but I'm going to say it. You're going to have to get fucking used to this, so if you're still scared, you got 2 choices. You can live in your closet holding your banky for the rest of your life, or you can get the fuck over it. I said that verbatim, same thing, 18 months ago.
Yes, you did.
Verbatim, I said that exact same thing 18 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And now, vaccination and all this shit later, here we are still doing this same shit. Meanwhile,
but you're caught. You have to. You have to keep doing it.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Okay.
I have said this with 100 political things over the years. No, the fuck you don't. You do not have to satiate people. We have, for some reason, we have gotten to a point in this country where everybody has to be satiated, and all of your stupid opinions have to have merit. I got news for you. There are things that come out of people's mouths that are fucking ignorant, and that's just the way that it is. I don't know when we stop telling people that, but it's the truth. There are certain things that people think and do that are stupid. I'm not saying it's not terrible. There are a lot of diseases like this that are terrible. At some point, you're going to have to figure on, there you go.
Yep.
Brian Haynes has made an appearance. He's at
Holy
the building,
cow.
people. He said, just got it last week. Felt like I got hit by a bus, but I'm vaxxed and didn't die. I feel like if you're vaxxed, you're good. You shouldn't be held out of games. I wish you had been here to say that live. And then we could have hugged on camera, and it would have been a moment for everyone to see. Oh, God, that felt good. I've had so much anger built up in me this week, and I just needed to let it out on something. I was afraid it was going to be somebody in traffic. Just they cut me off, and I hold them against the pavement like, why do you do the things you do?
Right.
This is also the first day that my backs felt good enough that I could get that motivated.
Evan Doyle says, judging by all the doctor's medical articles I've been reading, go get Omicron anyway, not as dangerous, and bam, immunity anyway.
Bow!
So we're going with the chickenpox theory here. We just gather them all together and have Omicron parties.
You know what? At this point, I don't give a fuck what the next theory is. If it works, if it'll just get away from this, then I don't care.
Unfortunately, we can't get away from this. And it is what it is. And we're going to have games that are greatly affected by it. The Cleveland Browns, the NFL's not going to do anything here. Like Baker Mayfield coming out and said, oh, they should postpone the game because they're going against the protocols. And dude, they're not going to do that. They told you at the beginning of the season how this was going to go down. If you can't field a team and you had the breakout within your team, who's held responsible for that? Your team. You're going to have to forfeit the game if we can't postpone it and reschedule it and all that kind of shit. The NFL's not stopping. I've seen enough of that horse shit for the last few days of the NFL needs to take a 10-day break and get a handle on this thing. No, because 98% of all of the positive cases that they have right now, these guys are asymptomatic. There's nothing here. I get it. I understand everything you just said, and I'm not disagreeing with what you say. I agree that we have to get over this at some point. The problem is we're not there. That's not the reality that we live in.
But we are. Adam Black said
clearly not, since they're doing more protocols.
Well, here's the thing.
The league controls it.
Talking about
yeah.
Adam Black said Dr. Peter McCullough on Rogan was a great listen. Yeah, I listened to it, and I'll be honest with you. If I could play it on here and not know that our whole fucking world would shut down because of copyright things, I'd do it.
Oh, you should go check it out.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, absolutely. It got me to watch, and anything that says coronavirus on it, I usually run from with my hair on fire.
Jason Trump said my booster shots come in 2-ounce pours from Jack and a few others. Alex Sander asked, is COVID the new herpes? I really hope not. Well, actually, that's not true. I hope it is, because I've avoided herpes for all these years.
Why don't I believe that?
I knew you were going to say that.
Not one? No, one time.
Not one
all
time.
your days of whoring around.
Nah, I never did that. I was a virgin.
Oh, yeah. Virgin before you met your wife?
Bingo.
Despite the 3 kids?
Can't prove me different.
Despite the 3 kids?
Nope. Can't. Doesn't work. We live in a society where your opinion has merit, and this is my opinion.
This is my opinion.
There you go.
He should go swim for Penn State.
At Sports Tank ESPN. Yeah.
It's my opinion. This is what I believe. This is what's happening. The Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots go head-to-head this week. I'm believing in the Colts, and I think they can get this job done. I think they can beat the Patriots. What do you think?
You think the Colts can beat the Patriots?
I think the Colts can win this game.
They can win it?
I'm just not convinced that New England is infallible.
Neither am I. They certainly can win it. The question is, are they going to? And I would lean
No.
probably no.
I mean, I don't really like the fact that Bill Belichick has had an extra week to prepare for this game.
You shouldn't.
He is the coach that we always talk about. He wants to take away the one thing you want to do.
Oh, let's play.
But can they keep Jonathan Taylor at bay enough?
Whew, my whole
to win
pro
this
football
game?
focus thing changed. That's just let's just touch tips on that. That's fantastic. Good God, that's a lot of information on one screen. Do you know how much money currently is on? How do you think the money lies in this New England Indianapolis spread? It's
I think
it's Indianapolis minus 2.5.
It's got to be evenly split. It's got to be close.
It's not.
Really?
Nope. 57% of the tickets are on New England. 70% of the money is on Indianapolis.
Oh, okay.
It's an interesting little.
So the sharps are on the Colts.
Heavily, apparently. Armchair commentary asks, "What's the best choice, breakfast or lunch?" Well, I'm not allowed to eat either one right now. So
that's not even kind of true.
I have a lovely hot chocolate that I'm a big fan of. It's very delicious hot chocolate.
Breakfast or lunch?
I'm eating a sandwich for
I would say
so.
lunch because to me breakfast is a very limited menu.
I don't even like breakfast. Sorry, I could not do it.
Breakfast is a very limited menu for me. I'm not a huge fan of pancakes. I mean, I will eat pancakes. I'm not soulless.
Pancakes are just waffles, lazy little brother.
Exactly. You got to do more.
Waffles
you got to do
delicious.
more with the contours of your food. And the waffle far superior to the pancake. We all know this. It comes with little tubs for you to fill with syrup. They're glorious. Swimming in butter they just glaze the top of the buttery lakes with some syrup.
Adam Black said breakfast burritos and tacos better than lunch. I don't disagree with you. Anything that involves eggs and delicious breakfasty products on some form of bread, I'm in. Breakfast burrito, breakfast sandwich. HWA makes the best breakfast sandwich you've ever eaten in your life.
Really?
I think she puts literal happiness on it. I think she sprinkles unicorn tears.
What kind
on
of bread she use?
I don't know. Delicious.
Great, cool story.
Fluffy white. I don't know.
So just like white bread?
I think.
Just regular white bread?
I believe so.
Okay.
I say I don't do toast.
Walk us through the construction of this thing.
Oh, it has all the meats, and it has cheese, and,
Okay.
and Duke's mayonnaise, because if it doesn't have Duke's mayonnaise, it's bullshit.
Bingo.
Delicious.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Is it
Just all
toasted
delicious.
bread?
No,
Is it
I don't
fried
do toast.
bread?
Toast is gross.
It's just regular
100%.
white soft
Yep.
bread
Yep.
with
Yep.
meats and stuff on it.
Yep.
No, that sandwich.
Delicious.
No, that sandwich
Delicious.
would be way better if it was fried.
The sandwich would be better if it was fried?
Yeah, you'd put butter on both sides of the bread and put it on the thing and melt it all together, and it's like a grilled cheese sandwich. But only it has eggs and bacon and all that kind of stuff in it. Absolutely. You don't like cooked bread? Is that your problem?
No, I don't like. I don't like toasted bread.
Really?
No.
So like
It's crunchy.
so wait,
It's bullshit.
whoa. So like Texas toast? You don't like that?
It can be fine. It's
God,
just
that's
people
the
overdo
sent
it.
from heaven.
People just overdo it. It's better when it's just not. Just don't.
Fully disagree.
Now you can put it on a flat top, put a little sear on it so that it doesn't get soggy with your condiments. Kevin Vick said, "Keep mayonnaise off my sandwich." You stop that. You stop that.
What are you, crazy in the head?
Armchair said,
There's
I'm your
always room for
huckleberry.
mayonnaise.
I got to do it again because you talked over it.
I'm your huckleberry.
You missed the buffet part. Which Bellagio buffet are you hitting, breakfast or lunch? Second question, what casino are you hitting first? Hashtag Mullet Does Vegas. These are all good questions. I am going to do just abhorrent things to buffets while we're in Vegas. Speaking of which, if you have not subscribed to the channel, you haven't become a member of the House of Reprehensibles, we are giving away a trip to Vegas with us for the NFL Draft. My first time to Vegas. And HWA and we're getting married in Vegas.
Yep.
It's going to be a great big sportsocracy party.
Jason Trump wants to know what's the name of the new diet sponsor. We're not going to tell you.
We can't tell you until the first legally.
Yes.
Because contractually it doesn't start until
yes,
the first.
the campaign does not begin until the new year. And right now, still going to talk about fat things. I'm not going to do fat things, but I can.
Oh, we're going to still talk
I'm
about.
well versed in fat
Here's
things.
the thing: we're still going to talk about fat things, even
Well, of course we will, because
movies,
fun. That's how it
food,
happens.
and sports.
Yeah, it's probably going to be the lunch buffet for me again. Breakfast is a very limited menu. It's very simple:
Oh, no,
eggs,
it's
bacon,
good.
sausage.
No, it's good. I love breakfast.
Better than lunch. Better. The menu opens up at lunch, and that's where I'm going with.
But you're making it sound like there's not breakfast options.
Of
You
course
can
there
have
are.
a lovely croissant. You can have a burrito.
You can have all of the Benedicts. You can have, there are a lot of things you could do with breakfast, but typically it's 5 major ingredients.
M85 said natural light. I really hope you end up in Vegas with us because I think you and I could have a hell of a time.
I can't do beer for breakfast.
Oh, I can.
Nah.
Yeah. You know what the best cure to a hangover is? Don't stop drinking, bitch.
Still breakfast. I need to have something. I need to feel like I'm doing it healthier. So give me a Bloody Mary. Let me have some of that V8 juice to get me through the day. You don't like Bloody Marys.
No, I don't.
So
I don't like tomato juice. It's gross.
you like oranges though?
I do like oranges.
Mimosas. How about some mimosas?
I can do a mimosa. I like a man-mosa with a beer instead of champagne.
Now, I've never thought of that. I've never heard of that. Mm-hmm. That interests me
You
because I'm
saddle
not a
up-
big champagne fan. But
You can saddle up that pony and ride it, I tell you right now. I've seen me do it.
right. No.
M85 said breakfast is more than just a Denny's menu. Jesus. I'm going to say the same thing I said 45 seconds ago. I really hope you end up in Vegas because I think we could have a hell of a time from the limited amount I know of you. By the way, best. All right. And here, this is legitimately, there is a right and a wrong answer. And I'm asking the comments here. Best fast food breakfast is from blank. We will discuss, and I want to see who the first person in the comments is that gets it right. Because to me, there is a clear one, and I disagree with you.
Yeah,
Bojangles is fine, and I like Bojangles a lot, actually. The chicken, the most underrated chicken there is. I hear a lot of Popeyes, I hear a lot of KFC.
Mm-hmm.
Bojangles has underrated chicken, and their chicken sandwich is grossly underrated. But I am not a huge biscuit person. I don't love biscuits because it's like the
That's
bad
that Yankee
of toast.
in you.
Okay, well, here's the thing. This game ended quickly because Alexander and Kevin Vick both got it right. It's Wendy's all the way. That is the best fast food breakfast out there. I will say Bojangles, Hardee's, all acceptable answers. Taco Bell, they're never open. So there's one right beside the studio. I pulled through that bitch 4 fucking times. B, your greatest ability is your availability. I don't give a damn how good what you have in that building is. If you won't open up and give it to me, then I don't care how good it is.
Yeah.
Wendy's breakfast, the bomb.
Never had it.
The whole unbelievable bomb.
Never had it.
And Adam Black, their jalapeno popper chicken sandwich is the GOAT of fast food sandwiches. And you know what? I didn't believe that until I ate one. Phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal. Because I have told Tank forever they have the best chicken sandwich in all of fast food, and it's not close.
Yes.
When we had the studio across town, we used to eat at Wendy's a lot. And that chicken sandwich was A1 since day one. You throw some jalapeno cheddar happiness on it, and that sumbitch just went GOAT.
Yep.
I'm gonna cut that and turn it into a big old promo for Wendy's.
There you go.
You know why? Because they have the greatest shit ever. God, I love Wendy's. HWA gets mad at me because anytime she says, I'm willing to do fast food, I go, Wendy's! Wendy's!
I've never got it.
It's because you're...
Never got it.
You know what? Then fine. They can endorse me. All right?
can?
I will be a shill for Wendy's. Me and Wendy, both redheaded.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Burger, best burger in fast food. Facts.
No.
Chicken sandwich, unequivocally, best one out there.
No. Crazy.
Oh, missed that time. Facts.
Crazy. You're
Wendy's.
absolutely crazy. Nothing's better than Bojangles.
It's what's for breakfast, bitches.
Nothing better than Bojangles, in my opinion.
Jason Trump said Bojangles with pimento cheese. I'm not against Bojangles. I have nothing against Bojangles. I'm just, you know what? Adam Black got me.
Adam Black, you shut your mouth, sir. That is awful.
Yeah, Tank does like Subway.
No, I don't.
Because his taste buds are a little underdeveloped.
Stop that.
That's why he likes gas station hot dogs and shit.
They're cheap and easy.
It's like his taste in Christmas movies.
It's cheap and easy, just like I like my women. Love you, baby.
That was good. And if I thought there was even a snowball's chance in hell your wife was watching, it would have been so much funnier. Jason Trump said, cut this and tag him on Twitter. What do you think I'm planning on doing?
Yeah. I'm glad you like Wendy's.
Oh, it's so good.
And you know what?
And you know what I'm going to cut out of that? Your derision.
I mean, that's fine. You cut my derision out. I don't think that's really going to be their selling point.
Pork chop griller at Bojangles. That is good.
Mm-hmm.
That is good.
Everything at Bojangles is good. All of it.
I just can't do biscuits.
Which is weird. You're from the South. How can you not do biscuits? And they do them better than anybody.
Well, I don't know.
Yes, they do them better than
Biscuit
anybody.
Head does them better than anybody, and that is unequivocal. It's in the fucking name.
So fucking overrated.
Oh, you're overrated. It's so good.
No, it's not.
It is delicious.
I mean, it's fine.
I used to have one right beside my office. I ate there like 3 times a week. You are a person,
terribly overrated.
You are a person
tourist trap.
You are a person that likes Subway. I bet you eat fresh, don't you?
I hate Subway. It's awful. It's the worst sandwich ever made. It's Jersey Mike's and it's not close. It's the best Subway shop there is.
Well, Jersey Mike's and Firehouse. They're both. You know what? They're just goat A and goat B.
Nah.
You know what would change that? You know what would make one unequivocally the goat of sandwiches? If they paid us. If you paid us, you would without a doubt be the goat sandwich. God, we need to do that. We need to have a sandwich off of all the sandwich places. Which?
It's not even worth it, though.
Oh, it's 100%
you know
worth
how
it.
that's going
to
to finish.
It's 100% worth it. Yeah, Subway's going to finish last. That's what I know definitively.
Oh, yeah.
Because Subway is dog shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we crossed them off
I've
the
seen
sponsor list
there's a new sub shop down the way. I think it's called Richard's Subs. I have no idea. It's a little hole in the wall place down on New Leicester Highway, and it's kind of sketch looking on the outside. It's right next to a Dollar General. I'll guarantee you they have better sandwiches than Subway does.
You know what would make that place even better? You said it's called Richard's?
I have no idea.
If they called that place Dick Witch, I'd be all the way in. If they called it Dick Witch, I would be in.
Who's shocked by that? How many would you have in a week? I bet you could take them all.
Yeah.
Jeremy's always been about taking 12 inches to the face.
At Sports Tank ESPN. All right.
Anyhow.
Yeah, I feel like we now have we have the green screen in this studio now, so we can do lots of things.
Yes, indeed we can. No, you're right. Adam Black, Lenny's is pretty good. Lenny's Sandwich Shop down on Biltmore Avenue.
I feel like I've been there, but I don't remember.
Yeah, it's a pretty good sandwich. Again, bottom line, anything's better than Subway. Why would you do that to yourself?
100%. Any sub shop could be the best if A, they paid us, and B, they weren't Subway.
Right, and if they didn't use Band-Aids for meat.
If they didn't hire their employees from methadone clinics.
Oh,
At Jake Reed ESPN.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I did a thing.
Yikes. Yeah, Silver Ball. That's the name of it. Silver Ball Subs. I remember that. Yeah, because they've got like a pinball-looking logo.
Yeah, they have pinball machines,
according
to Michael Whiteside.
Okay. It may be a fantastic place. I'm just saying, the outside of it, sitting next to the Dollar General, you go, I don't know if I want to go, but yeah, that's better than Subway.
Michael Whiteside.
I'm your huckleberry.
It's Silver Ball Subs, and it's amazing.
Yes. First cheat day.
Oh.
That's where I'm going.
That might be today. Do it.
Don't do it, Jeremy. I have to be the little angel on his shoulder all the time. Like, don't do that.
Well, here's the thing. I planted the seed of we are endorsed by a brewery. So,
yeah. And that's not going to work.
100% it's going to work.
That's not going to work.
What do you mean it's not going to work?
It's not going to work. You gotta jump into this thing, man. You can't.
Yeah, here's the thing. As the marketing director of this little enterprise, it's gonna fucking work. The Wicked Weed side of this, that's the one thing I can tell you, ain't going any damn where.
Oh, we know. But you can't. I mean, you can't have a cheat day every week.
Oh, 100%.
That's not how these work.
It's called a cheat day.
That's not how these work. You gotta jump into the program. You gotta sell yourself to the program.
Here's the thing: we lost the same amount of weight last week. And I got a piece of fried chicken. And
did we?
Yeah. We were both at a $5. I was a $5. You were a $5.
Mm-hmm.
You called it a $6. You were rounding up, but okay. Mm-hmm. Michael White said, "Let's go. I'll meet you for lunch."
I'm your huckleberry.
And done. You text me and tell me what time, and I will be there.
Yep.
Or you just meet me here because I have no fucking clue where this place is.
It's down by the Dollar General on Leicester Highway. I told you.
It's adorable that you think I know where that is. You know what?
You used to live right next to it, didn't you? Didn't you used to live in those apartments on New Leicester Highway?
I've never lived on New Leicester.
Oh, I thought you did.
I used to deliver mail on New Leicester Highway. No, I've never lived on this side of town.
Oh, okay.
But this is actually the closest to that side of town I have ever been.
You have ever lived. Okay. Interesting.
All right, it's hot. This has been fun.
It's hot as hell in here, and we have got to go. We're going to have the afternoon show for you today. We will talk about all of the things we have not talked about yet on this here program. All of the matchups will be picked as we play Beat the Chief with Asheville Police Chief David Zach, and of course, Beat the Chief always brought to you by Clarissa Marshall of EXP Realty.
Oh, before we go, I need to ask a question.
ClarissaSellsWNC.com. Don't step on my promo.
Here's the thing. There's a lot of times that it just turns into Charlie Brown's teacher for me, like, wah, 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 wah. The bottom third underneath me, I would really like to know how people feel about that, because that makes my life so much easier if we all like this. So just, give it 30 seconds maybe for, actually more like a minute, because I'm seeing now that it's just now catching up.
Yep.
Saf1 Ben Malik said, "Love these types of shows." I'm going to be honest with you. This is fully what we plan on the third hour of the ESPN show being moving forward. That was one of the hardest parts of this is, like, we don't want to get away from the lives, but we have to do something to the schedule or I'm going to be dead.
Yeah.
And so is he, because if I'm here, he's here. So, we just have a division of labor here. But Alexander said it looks really good to me. Good. That's I can do a lot of things with this.
I really dig the incorporation of all of the neon look. We really like the neon look, and so if you're against the neon look, you can absolutely speak up and say, "Hey, I don't like the neon." We'll probably still do it, but it's good to know what the audience feels.
Well, I mean, if people don't like it, then I'll just lather up and try something else.
Right.
It might have, it might still have a neon element, mainly because that's what I've.
It's one of his favorites.
Well, it's one of my favorites, A. B, it's what I have purchased a shitload of.
Mm-hmm.
I got a whole damn mess of them.
I think they like it.
Sweet.
I think they like it.
That takes a lot of work off of me.
Yep.
So very happy
and
about
we're all
that.
about working smarter, not harder in the new year, but also bringing you all of the great content that you are used to from the Sportsocracy. We will continue to bring you that level each and every day going forward. You can check
mouth words, memory times.
You can catch us this afternoon on ESPN Asheville, 92.9 FM, 880 AM, and 1400. Heard everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Of course, back here on the YouTube stream. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, share it out with your friends, and join the House of Reprehensibles as well. We will see you this afternoon as we play Beat the Chief and talk about the big bowl games coming up this weekend. We'll see you next time.
Oh, wait. Was she a great big fat person?